Have you ever spent so much time waiting for someone important to find you that you stop doing the work in front of you well enough to be worth finding? Marcus Hayes is 36. He has been a line cook at Marek's Diner in Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania for 12 years. Lately, when he cracks an egg on the flat top, his head is somewhere else. For 9 months, Marcus has been chasing something he can't quite name. It started with a video of a Brooklyn chef plating a tuna crudo with edible flowers. By February, he was up most nights in his own kitchen, searing scallops and plating them on borrowed slate. He started an Instagram. 200 followers, then 1,000, then 1,200. He DM'd 3 Pittsburgh chefs and 1 in New York. One of the Pittsburgh ones answered last week. "Send me a resume." Marcus does not have a resume. He has been at Marek's since he was 24. He stayed up Thursday night writing one, and it was 2 paragraphs long, and they sounded ridiculous. Friday morning, he burned a quarter sheet of hash browns and refired the ticket. He missed Lila's piano recital, phone in his apron pocket, face down, on silent. His wife, Jen, didn't say anything when he got home at 11. She stayed in the bedroom. At noon the next day, Helen called him into the back office. 64, gray braid down her back, glasses on a beaded chain. She did not yell. She said only, "Marcus, the syrup at table 4 has been empty for 2 weeks. That's your station." The next morning, before the breakfast rush, Helen took down a black cast-iron skillet that had hung above the line on the far hook for as long as Marcus had worked there. He had never seen anyone use it. She set it on his station. "This was my father's," she said. "He could fry an egg without thinking about it. Sat in oil here every morning for 40 years. She put a thumb on the rim. "Use this for the eggs today. Just the eggs." She turned to go. Marcus picked it up. It was heavier than it looked. The inside was glossy black, not pebbled like a new pan, with a sheen that caught the fluorescence. "What if he started. Helen stopped at the swinging door. Without turning around, "You won't break it, Marcus. It's a skillet." She let the door swing shut behind her. On his way through the pass, Marcus's apron pocket buzzed. 3 short, 1 long. The Pittsburgh chef. He pulled the phone out. "Coming through town next month. Lunch?" He read it twice. He was starting to type when the first tickets clattered out of the printer. He pocketed the phone, set the skillet on the flat top, and watched it heat up. The first egg stuck. The white tore, the yolk broke. He cursed under his breath and scraped it into the bin. The next stuck worse. Half the white left a scab on the pan. By the 3rd order, he had switched to the non-stick on the other burner and was firing eggs at twice the speed, like he always had. The skillet sat off the heat, cooling. Helen passed at 10:15, looked, said nothing, kept walking. He took it home that night and watched videos. Heat control, smoke points. A man in Ohio spent 11 minutes on why a too hot pan makes eggs stick worse than a cold one. At 1 in the morning, he was at his own stove with a pat of butter and an egg, his daughter asleep 2 rooms over. The egg slid clean across the pan and folded onto itself. He took the skillet back Saturday. The first egg stuck. The second stuck. He pulled the skillet to a cooler corner of the flat top, waited a minute, tried again. The 3rd slid. The 4th slid. By the end of the shift, he had cracked 16 eggs and broken 5 yolks. Better than yesterday, worse than non-stick. Helen passed through again. She said. That was all. The next Monday, Marcus came in at 5 in the morning. He set the skillet on the cooler corner of the flat top and let it come up slow. He oiled it with a folded side dowel in slow circles, the way the man in Ohio had shown. He cracked an egg. It slid. He cracked another. It slid. By Wednesday breakfast, he was cracking 4 at a time, two-handed, and all 4 held. He had not opened Instagram in 9 days. Frank Kovacs comes in every weekday at 6:45, has for 35 years. He's a retired Crafton truck driver. He orders 2 eggs over easy, hash browns, no toast, black coffee. He sits at the 3rd stool from the door. He reads the box scores. Wednesday morning, he takes his first bite and stops. His fork stays in his hand. He looks down at the plate. He looks up at the line. Marcus. Marcus comes to the counter. Frank tips his fork at the yolk, set on the outside, still loose at the center, the white crisped around the edge. That's the eggs. Marcus does not understand. Frank says, more quietly, That's the eggs I used to get here when Helen's dad was still on the line. I haven't had them in 30 years. Helen comes out from the back. She sees Frank's plate. She sees Marcus's face. She walks back to the line and lifts the skillet off the burner with a folded towel. Dad used to say there's only one customer at a time. He'd forget the rest were even in the room. She sets the skillet down. She refills Frank's coffee herself. Marcus stands at the pass and watches an old man eat a $5 plate of eggs. 3 weeks later. 5:15 a.m. on a Tuesday. Marcus unlocked the back door of Merrick's, flipped on the line lights, took the skillet down off its hook, and set it on the flat top. He scraped a tablespoon of bacon fat across the iron with a folded side towel and circled it, slow, the way the man in Ohio had shown. His phone was on the metal shelf above the grill, face down. He had not opened Instagram in a month. The Pittsburgh chef's DM was still unanswered. At 6:45, Frank's truck pulled into the lot. The same parking space, the same green ball cap, the bell above the door. Marcus cracked 4 eggs into the skillet two-handed. All 4 held. He plated. He slid the plate down the pass. He turned back to the burner before Frank had picked up his fork.